everybody, Avana Intuitive here, and I have been struggling with some things this week that I thought might interest you or might help you maybe find your way as you move forward. And that is the concept of balance and imbalance. And I really have felt that lately. I really feel good things are coming up. I've said that. I'm sticking with it. Okay, I said it. I'm sticking to it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But I also feel still a sense of imbalance. And I wasn't really sure why, as I was trying to move forward with some things, with some of the projects that I'm working on, why I kept getting I had to keep stepping back. And, I just didn't feel comfortable. I felt out of balance. So I did a couple of things. The first thing I did was I opened up my Akashic Records and I asked, what is imbalance? And I wrote that down. I'm going to read the answer for you because I think it's kind of helpful. And I also pulled a few tarot cards out of the Rider-Waite-Smith Radiant tarot deck. But let me first read what I got. So I opened up my Akashic Records and I said, what do I need to know about imbalance? And this is what it said. This is the response I got. Imbalance is perfection. In the middle of imbalance is balance, much like a seesaw. And they showed me the seesaw where you have, the middle imbalance. And of course, when you're going up and down on a seesaw, the balance is the seesaw. The balance is in the middle. The imbalance is on the ends, okay? So they said, note that there is only one area of balance, the middle, but two sides of imbalance. This imbalance is what contains balance, so it is not helpful to distinguish the terms balance and imbalance, as both can be considered interchangeable. In balance, which is hard to maintain, we catch a glimpse of how we think things should be all the time. But in imbalance, we find another type of perfection, and that perfection allows us to grow and create towards a position of balance. Note that life is created to be mostly in imbalance. Again, it is this imbalance that gives the impetus to grow and create balance. Without this imbalance, we're stagnant. So I said, so what do I do about that? Realize that life is mostly in an imbalanced state, so become comfortable with it. As you grow and determine more of the direction you want to go and the reality that you want to create for yourself only, balance becomes more of a solid concept. But you only reach it by experiencing a lot of imbalance. So welcome the imbalance and work through it, as that is the stepping stone to finding a balance that works for you. Remember that each person's path is different. You can love them and you can help them, but do not let their path imbalance you. If you need time away from them, take time away. If you need rest, rest. Honor yourself and your emotional cues, and you will find the balance that you are searching for. So I found that very interesting because every time I go to move forward on some of these projects, somebody seems to have a major health issue. Again, I've spoken about this in the past, in the last few videos, getting ready to move forward on things. I had 2 friends pass away within 5 days of each other, sets me back, obviously, understandably. But basically knowing now, I'm kind of really starting to embrace this imbalance that I've been having, and knowing that that imbalance that I'm feeling with those people and with their paths and with their situations really doesn't have anything to do with my path and moving forward. So I'm really starting to embrace this imbalance and the emotions that I feel around it, so that I can take those emotions and say, okay, what do I want? This is, how do I want to move forward? What do I want to see in my life? What do I not want to see in my life? That's just as important as what do I want it? Who do I want to be, or what do I want to have? It's just as important to know what I don't want to have. That is also defining to me. That is also kind of this seesaw of balance and imbalance. What do I want? What don't I want? All of it leading towards creating I think a better me, a better and stronger person who I really am. The universe does not hear us when we talk. because much of what we say, we don't believe. So we say it, we go along to get along, we say it, but the universe does pick up on the vibration that we have inside, who we really are, what our intentions are. So as I move forward, feeling quite imbalanced sometimes, I am also making sure that I am now welcoming that imbalance and moving forward. So I pulled a couple of tarot cards. I actually pulled them at 2 a.m, so you won't see me shuffling a deck. And I didn't find these cards just to find them. I didn't go through the deck. I really never do that because there's just no point in it. Because when you shuffle and you get the cards, Spirit and Source, they really always have a much better answer than I could ever think of on my own. But these are the cards that I got at 2 a.m. And I asked about balance and imbalance. And the first card I got was Temperance. And this card means balance and imbalance. She has 1 foot on the ground. She has 1 foot on in the water. And as she's, she's balancing these cups and this alchemy of creating lead, creating gold from lead, creating something better from something that you have. You take what you have and you create something better. You imagine it, you see it, you have a vision of it, you dream it, and then it becomes your reality. So as I become more proficient at this, okay, of listening to myself, what is my balance? Who am I? That allows me to come onto this path. Represents enlightenment, to come onto this path of enlightenment. That's enlightenment just for me. So again, if any of this, this isn't just a video about me. If anybody, if this resonates, please, I hope that you can take these ideas too and move forward. But as I have the balance, I move forward and create the alchemy, create the change that I want to see, and take what I have now and, of course, make that just that much better, how I want it to be. So that's the first card I got. The second card I got was the 5 of Cups, which is kind of grief, sadness, imbalance, okay? There's 3 cups here, 2 here. But while you feel like, certainly losing my friends was very much, this card really represented that, okay? Losing my friends a few months ago. That's the imbalance, and that's the cups falling over. But I also have to be mindful that I turn around and I see that I still have 2 cups standing, okay? Gratitude, love, gratefulness, my family, my friends, everything that really, my YouTube channel, everything that really means still so much to me and is still standing. And then taking that path over this bridge, again, to the castle, this castle and this card representing enlightenment, where I want to be. So taking this time. So obviously, being in balance, looking for that balance, but then realizing that, yes, sometimes the cups are going to fall over. Sometimes I'm going to experience this imbalance. When that happens, I then pulled the Knight of Swords card, and the Knight of Swords just being moving forward kind of in like impetuously, like just moving forward. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to say. This is who I am, but moving forward a little bit, sometimes not always, maybe in the most enlightened way, but still moving forward, still trying to get, my thought process together. The swords represent your thoughts, your intellect, where you want to be, strategies, things like that. So moving forward, understanding that, I need to turn around and see all the gratitude and great things that I have going for me, and also moving forward. Sometimes it's not a perfect path forward, but using that energy and that like fire in my belly to move forward. And then the last card that I got is the Fool card. So I started with Temperance, balance, which is a major arcana card, and I ended with the Fool card, really moving forward again on your journey. And even the Fool has to take a leap of faith. So even though you go through these processes to balance yourself and to create what you want, I have to still realize that I go through all that. I learn, I move forward, but I still have to have faith in the universe and in myself and in everything moving forward. And I have to remind myself that we are all here to create. We are all creators moving forward and really finding, again, a new level of balance. So the imbalance, again, forces me to look at things. And again, I don't have to. I can close down, but I will never be the same person that I was. I will always, even when I see it, when I learn something, when I see this balance, even when I see this imbalance, I have to embrace it and move forward. I might have moved forward a bit impetuously at first as I learned how to handle it, but moving forward in really a new in a new way, on a new level. And I just wanted to state that, that I just always feel like there's just such a level of happiness in this card. And it is innocence and it's happiness, but just letting the universe move me forward because it knows what I know in my soul, what I know deep inside of me. Not necessarily what I always say, but really what I want inside. So I hope that helps. It's always great to see everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I really, really do appreciate all the new subscribers I've gotten and moving forward. And until next time, I'll see you then. Oh, namaste, everybody.